Hey Vikings faithful, Skull Nation, what's good? It's your boy, Alex, coming at you with the latest Minnesota Vikings news. And oh man, do we have a bombshell to unpack today. Our defensive legend, Harrison Smith, is facing a mysterious health issue just weeks before the 2025 season kicks off. Is this the end of the Hitman's epic run? Or will he rise again to lead our defense? Let's break it all down with the passion and fire of a true Vikings fan. Are you ready for this roller coaster? Let's go. We're diving into 15 action-packed scenes, loaded with the latest updates, stats, and that purple and gold heart we all share. From Harrison's health to what it means for our defense, we're leaving no stone unturned. So, grab your horns, hit that like button, and let's talk Vikings football. What's shaking, Skull Squad? The 2025 season is almost here, and we're staring down a Monday night football showdown with the Bears in just 11 days. But the big news? Our six-time Pro Bowler, Harrison Smith, hasn't practiced since August 11th. ESPN's Kevin Seifert dropped the bombshell that the Hitman is battling a personal health issue. Vikings fans, what's your gut telling you about this? Drop it in the comments. The good news? Sources say Harrison is expected to make a full recovery. He's not on injured reserve, and he's still rocking the captain's C for 2025. But here's the kicker. He's being evaluated weekly, and we don't know if he'll be ready for week 1. Can you feel the tension building? Let's keep digging. This ain't just any player we're talking about. This is Harrison Smith, the heart and soul of our defense. Since being drafted 29th overall in 2012, he's snagged 37 interceptions, making him the NFL's active leader. That's Hall of Fame stuff, folks. What's your favorite Hitman moment? Let's hear it. Let's set the stage, Vikings fans. Harrison Smith, at 36, is entering his 14th season with the purple and gold. Last year, he started 16 games, racked up 87 tackles, a sack, and 3 picks. The dude's a machine, but this health issue has got us all on edge. Kevin Seifert says it's a personal health matter, and the Vikings are keeping it hush-hush. The team's decision to keep Smith off the IR is huge. That means they're betting on him being back sooner rather than later. But with only 11 days until we face the Bears, time's ticking. What do you think this means for our season opener? Are we rolling without the Hitman? Smith's leadership goes beyond stats. Named one of 8 captains for 2025, alongside stars like Justin Jefferson and J.J. McCarthy, he's the glue of this defense. Can our secondary hold up if he's sidelined? Let's break down the stakes. All right, let's talk defense. Brian Flores' scheme is a beast, and Harrison Smith is its quarterback. Last season, Smith, Josh Metellus, and Cameron Bynum each played over 1,000 snaps in our nickel-heavy setup. That's insane workload. But with Smith's status up in the air, who steps up? Flores loves his 3 safety looks, with Metellus sliding all over the field like a chess piece. Bynum's still in the mix, contrary to some rumors, and Theo Jackson's ready to step into the starting lineup if needed. But let's be real, nobody replaces the Hitman. What's your take on our safety depth? Drop it below. The Vikings just signed K'Von Wallace to the practice squad. A savvy move for extra depth. Wallace has played 71 games across 4 teams since 2020. Could he be a surprise contributor if Smith's out? Let's keep an eye on this. Picture this. It's September 8th, Soldier Field, Monday Night Football. The Vikings are ready to pillage, but is Harrison Smith on the field? Coach Kevin O'Connell's staying vague, saying Smith's evaluated weekly. That's got us all sweating, right? What's the vibe in the locker room with this uncertainty? Smith's been a rock for US since 2012. He's one of only 6 players in NFL history with 35-plus picks and 20-plus sacks. That's elite company. Think Hall of Famers like Charles Woodson. If this health issue lingers, are we looking at the end of an era? Vikings fans, weigh in. The fact that Smith's a 2025 captain shows how much this team trusts him. Even at 36, he's a game changer. But with the season creeping closer, we need answers. What's your prediction for week 1? Hit the comments. Let's rewind to January. After our playoff loss to the Rams, Harrison got emotional talking to Ben Labor. It's been one of the most fun teams I've ever played on, he said, fighting back tears. Man, that hit us right in the feels. Have you ever seen the hitman that raw? He admitted retirement was on his mind, but he reworked his contract for one more ride in 2025. That's $10.25 million for a guy who's still got it. But this health scare is a curveball nobody saw coming. What's your biggest hope for Harrison this season? Smith's love for Brian Flores' defense is no secret. Playing in this defense was some of the most fun I've had, he said. That's why he's back. But can he overcome this health issue to ball out again? Let's talk about it. Now, let's get tactical. Flores' defense thrives on versatility, and Smith's the maestro. In 2024, he had 10 pass breakups and a fumble recovery on top of those 3 picks. Losing that for even one game? How do you think Flores adjusts without him? Theo Jackson's the likely starter if Smith's out. He's a third-year guy with big shoes to fill, but he's got the trust of the coaching staff. Then there's Jay Ward, a 2023 draftee who's shown flashes in preseason. Vikings fans, who's your breakout candidate in the secondary? The Vikings didn't put Smith on IR, which would have meant missing at least 4 games. That's a bold move, showing they expect him back soon. But with weekly evaluations, are we holding our breath? What's your gut saying? Let's talk legacy. Harrison Smith is a Vikings legend, no question. He's a future Ring of Honor lock, and some say he's got a shot at Canton. With 192 career games and 6 Pro Bowls, the dude's a warrior. What's your favorite Harrison Smith highlight? This health issue, though, has us wondering if 2025 is his final ride. He's been the backbone of our defense for over a decade, but at 36, times undefeated. If this is it, how do you want to see the hitman go out? Share your thoughts. The Vikings' decision to name him a captain, despite this uncertainty, speaks volumes. They believe in his fight. But with the Bears game looming, are we ready for a potential Smith-less defense? Let's dive deeper. Okay, Skull Nation, let's zoom out. The Vikings' secondary is stacked with talent, but Smith's absence could shake things up. Josh Metellus is a Swiss Army knife, playing safety, slot, and even linebacker roles in Flores' scheme. Can he carry the load? Cameron Bynum's still here, anchoring the back end with his 2024 stats. 87 tackles and 2 picks. Rumors about him leaving? Busted. He's locked in for 2025. How big of a role do you see Bynum playing if Smith's sidelined? Then there's the depth. Jay Ward and now K'Von Wallace give us options, but they're untested compared to Smith's veteran savvy. What's the biggest challenge for our secondary without the hitman? Drop your take. Let's get real for a second. Harrison's been open about how much this team means to him. After the Rams loss, he said he wished he had a couple more weeks with this squad. That's the kind of heart that makes us love him. What's your favorite thing about Harrison's leadership? His connection with Flores is huge. Flo's a big reason I came back, he said. That trust in the defensive scheme kept him from retiring. But with this health issue, are we seeing the beginning of the end? Vikings fans, sound off. The Vikings are banking on Smith's recovery, but the clock's ticking. With only 11 days until Chicago, how confident are you in our defense? Let's hear your predictions. All right, let's talk about the Bears game. Week 1 at Soldier Field is no joke. And if Harrison's out, we're leaning on Metellus, Bynum, and maybe Jackson or Ward. Can our secondary hold up against Caleb Williams and that Bears offense? What's your game plan? Flores' defense is built for chaos, with disguised coverages and relentless pressure. Smith's instincts make it hum, but without him, we'll need someone to step up big. Who's your X factor for Week 1? Hit the comments. The Vikings' optimism, keeping Smith off IR and naming him captain, shows they're not panicking. But as fans, are we? How big of a blow would it be to miss the hitman in the opener? Let's talk it out. Let's zoom in on Theo Jackson. If Smith's out, he's likely the guy. He signed a 2-year, $12.6 million extension, so the Vikings believe in him. But replacing a legend like Smith? That's a tall order. What do you know about Jackson's game? Jackson's been a backup, but he's got speed and tackling chops. In preseason, he showed he can hang in coverage. If he starts, how do you see him fitting into Flores' scheme? Vikings fans, give me your take. With Kvon Wallace and Khalif Hailassi on the practice squad, we've got depth. But depth only goes so far when you're missing a Hall of Fame caliber player. What's the vibe heading into week 1? Drop it below. Let's talk about the big picture. The Vikings are eyeing a deep playoff run in 2025, with J.J. McCarthy at QB and stars like Justin Jefferson on offense. But the defense? It's Flores' unit and Smith's the key. Can we still be elite without him? Last season, our defense ranked top 10 in points allowed, thanks to Flores' schemes and Smith's playmaking. If he misses time, how much does that hurt our playoff hopes? Vikings fans, what's your confidence level? The addition of Kvon Wallace and the trust in Jackson and Ward show we're preparing for the worst. But we're Vikings fans. We live for the fight. What's your bold prediction for this season? Let's hear it. Let's get emotional for a sec. Harrison Smith's been with us through thick and thin, playoff runs, tough losses, you name it. His interception against Tennessee last year had the whole stadium chanting, "Harry, what's a moment that defines the hitman for you?" Kevin O'Connell called him one of my all-time favorites. That's high praise from a coach who's seen it all. If this health issue sidelines him, how do we honor his legacy? Share your thoughts, Skull Nation. Smith's not done yet, he's expected to recover. But with weekly evaluations, we're on pins and needles. What's the one thing you want to see from Harrison in 2025? Let's get those comments flowing. Alright, let's wrap this up with some fire. The Vikings are 11 days from kicking off 2025, and Harrison Smith's health is the biggest question mark. Will the Hitmen be back to wreak havoc, or are we looking at a new era in the secondary? What's your gut telling you? Flores' defense is built to adapt, but losing a legend like Smith tests even the best schemes. With Metellus, Bynum, Jackson, and maybe Wallace or Ward stepping up, are you confident we can hold the line? Drop your thoughts below. Skull Nation, this is our year to make noise. Let's rally behind our Vikings, whether Harrison's on the field or fighting to get back. Hit that like button, drop a comment with your week 1 predictions, and subscribe for more Vikings news. Yo, Vikings fans, we're not done yet. Harrison Smith's health scare is a gut punch, but we're skull tough. The 2025 season is about resilience, and we're ready to see this team battle. What's the one thing you're most excited about for week 1? From Smith's recovery to Flores' mastermind schemes, there's so much to unpack. Let's keep the conversation going. Share this video with your fellow Vikings fans, and let's flood the comments with Skull Pride. Who's ready for Monday Night Football? Don't forget, like, comment, subscribe, and ring that bell for all the latest Vikings news. Skull Vikings, let's make 2025 legendary.